everyone, Tim the Collect Jurassic. We're back with more plush. We've been looking at a lot of plush on the channel lately, but Mattel's been coming out with a lot of official Jurassic World plush, and I gotta check it out. Huge thanks to Mattel for actually sending me these to review on the channel. They are available in Walmart. I just haven't been able to track them down in any stores around here, and I'm a pretty serious toy hunter, so when I can't find something, it usually means it's a little hard to find, at least in my area anyway. But huge thanks to Mattel for sending me these. 4 different plushies in here, and there's a really cool one, Nasutoceratops, that I really can't wait to dig into. But the other ones have some serious fun as well. Again, we've been looking at a lot of plush on the channel here with the Legacy Collection plush, and the Bumpy plush was a hot one. But again, there's some unique stuff going on here that I definitely want to call out in this review. Not so much an unboxing, but they do come in this really nice display box. If you find them in the store, they should be in this box. We see that a lot with toy companies. They put plush sort of like in a holder or like a shoppable container, which is fun. Then if you're, the last one to buy the last stuffed animal, you can usually, bring this home with you too. So cool little piece, a cool little display piece too. But let's go ahead and dive into the 4 dinosaurs in here. We're going to start with Stegosaurus. This guy's awesome. I love how Stegosaurus is getting so much love from Mattel too. From different figures. They just did Stegosaurus Snap Squad. I know it's part of the Bendy Biters and Micro Collection. So maybe Stegosaurus, is going to be a little bit more of a Dominion species or something. I've been saying this in all my reviews. A lot of the toys this year were probably sort of meant for Dominion, and maybe got rescheduled. I mean, why are we getting a Nasutoceratops, for instance, all of a sudden? We know Nasutoceratops is in Dominion, at least the intro of it with that IMAX trailer, if you caught it. It's full of Nasutoceratops. So obviously a species in the movie, and here we have some plush. Makes you think that maybe Nasutoceratops and Stegosaurus here are meant for like Dominion, proper Dominion coverage in the movie. But let's talk about the plush itself. Here's Stegosaurus. One thing I noticed right away is the feet have this flat, hard felt pad that really gives him like some really nice base standing. He's not just kind of flopping around. It's literally like hard felt. Got the little tag on here that says Stegosaurus, full of legal. The fins are made of like a harder, more sturdy, like a really sturdy felt. I mean, it doesn't bend at all, which is good because they're sort of rigid. No spikes on the tail though. This Thagomizer, as it's called in the Stegosaurus, he's been despiked, which is kind of funny. It's sort of one of the main things, but maybe they had their reasons. Maybe they were too small, or maybe they just wanted a nice kind of juvenile, no deadly spike Stegosaurus. I don't know, but I love his little eyebrow he has here. I don't know if you can see this, but he's got like a felt eyebrow. If you lift it up, he actually looks sort of happy, but it's sort of like a furrowed brow on both sides. It gives him a little bit of an attitude. And I did want to do a little comparison between this Stegosaurus from Walmart and the Legacy Collection Stegosaurus, which are, they're meant to be handmade. They're almost 2-dimensional. They only kind of look good from one angle. Any other angle, and they look kind of funny and malformed. Again, it's sort of like a style. They have this cross stitch. This is more of a traditional plush. It's just not trying to be like handmade or anything. It's just a nice soft plushie. You can see the, you can see the difference pretty clearly about the different styles, but they even sort of have the same design elements with those like splotchy blotches toward the spikes. The colors might be different, but the coloration is definitely complementary. But that's Stegosaurus, one of my favorites for sure. And I'm glad to see the Stegosaurus getting some love, and hoping that means something for their future in a movie. But let's go ahead and look at Tyrannosaurus Rex. Again, he's kind of got these hard pads on the bottom. They're weighted, so he kind of stands. Wow, that's cool. He's kind of got some balance. I mean, I'm making him knock over, but he's pretty easy to stand up on his 2 feet too, and stay standing up. He's got these felt teeth that are pretty much similar to the Legacy Collection. They had the same kind of like spiky felt teeth. He's got 2 little hands with 2 little finger claws on them. Pretty adorable. Not any patterns or anything on him, and he's got sort of like an orangish look too to him, like an orangish brown. A little bit different than your normal T-Rex coloration. I love the little stitched nostrils too. He's appropriately angry. I think he's got a little tongue in his mouth. I mean, look at that. He's got a felt tongue in his mouth. So some nice detail in here for sure. all things considered. And the claws have like a darker fabric on them too. But I really like the weighted feet. That keeps them from flopping around and lets them display nicer on the shelf, I think. Jurassic Park T-Rex. I don't know, you know, it's always kind of hard to translate those signature design details over into the plush. I don't see this and say like, oh, that's a Jurassic Park T-Rex, right? But for blue, for sure, you know, that's one that has a little bit more of a recognizable design with the gray color and, of course, the blue stripe. One thing, if you've ever noticed with any blue toy, whatever, the blue stripe on the right side always goes past the eye. And then the blue side on the left side always terminates right before the eye. And they even did that here in the plush, which is hilarious. But yeah, weighted feet, just like the others, so it stands pretty easily. I love the black toe claws. They're literally like a separate, stuffy, sharp killer claw. I love it. Got the 3 fingers, obviously tail and all that stuff. But it's got a tongue just like the T-Rex too, which is, again, just adorable. Nice chomping mouth. The eye on this one, oh, I guess they're both kind of like that. T-Rex and this one have sort of a like a softer eye. I would almost like it's still fabric, but it's sort of like plasticized. The Stegosaurus's eye was all fabric, just straight up like a patch almost. But these sort of have a like gloss to them, which I think gives them a little bit more life. A little more higher quality. I mean, the craftsmanship on all these, I would say, is pretty good. I don't know if it translates over to the camera, but this is not like a claw machine dinosaur necessarily. It's a little bit nicer than that. The quality is a little bit better. The stuffing for sure is better. These things have some weight to them. So that's blue. We'll go ahead and add blue. And here's the one I've been really excited about, and that's Nasutoceratops. What a strange herbivore that we don't get a lot of, you know, toys of in general. But here you can see Nasutoceratops. Huh? I don't know if I just noticed this. They all have claws. Little display claws on them, not attached to the tag. So clearly these can hang up on a peg bar in the store for sale too. I thought maybe a tag had broken off, but it's really obvious on Nasuto that he's got this hook on him. But look at this, Nasutoceratops. I'm not making this up. It literally says it on the tag, Nasutoceratops. Huge giant frill, that blue color and the red. We have not gotten very many Nasutoceratops toys, right? There's literally this one from Mattel, the Dual Attack. But look, I mean, they do have some common sort of patterning. I mean, the colors are obviously totally saturated differently because it's a stuffed animal versus a toy, but you still have that big crest and the red on there. I can't think of any other Nasutoceratops toys besides the little Japanese models, but they have the same coloration as this guy. So this is one of the newer Nasutoceratops toys we've gotten in a while. So kind of funny comparison I had to make here, but I love his little like stout face. It's again, he's angry. I mean, look at those angry eyes, but it's got the big giant horns and the big giant frill. I think the frill actually makes more sense. It's probably going back like this, right? If I'm looking at this Nasutoceratops, doing it like this kind of looks not right. Not that we're going for perfect paleo accuracy when it comes to a plush, but wanted to at least look like the movie. He's got the weighted feet too, though not as big of a deal on him and Stegosaurus since they are quadrupedal and they just balance. But firm legs, it's not flopping around. Little tiny short tail, and that red goes along the back too. I like it though. I mean, this is probably my favorite out of all of them. Again, just because I know that it's a Jurassic World Nasutoceratops and not, you know, some generic ceratopsian stuffed animal. It definitely has the same colors as the Battle at Big Rock design, and probably what's coming up in Dominion. So, little unique addition to this collection is Nasutoceratops. Again, I you know, with a lot of these figures coming out, I'm wondering if this is just the first wave, if there's more stuffed animals to come that align more with other species in the movie. I mean, we got Blue and T-Rex; those are the main ones. But I'd love to see a Mosasaur in this collection. I'd love to see Dilophosaurus too. I'd love to see other Velociraptors that weren't blue. I mean, they could literally take this Velociraptor and do the Raptor pack or do a Jurassic Park Velociraptor. This blue stripe isn't stitched on, it's printed on. So they could literally print any kind of pattern they wanted for Velociraptor. And Nasuto, you know, they could still give us a Triceratops if they wanted. A Brachiosaurus would be amazing. There's a lot of different ways they can go with this, and I'm really happy to see overall Mattel really embracing plush this year with Jurassic. I mean, I already mentioned the Legacy Collection and Bumpy, and now we have these guys too, and I'm sure it doesn't stop there. Just more and more plush, more and more stuff for us collectors to collect. But these were great. I really appreciate getting to take a look at them. Again, thanks to Mattel for sending them to me so I can share them with the audience. I think that's all I have to say about these guys, though. So, again, I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.